Because ultimately it's not what you know, it is who you know. You know, if you're using the alumni effectively, you basically be using that to actually get your next job and your next job, and then mine those relationships over a period of time. Not just a one-off hit, not just a short term. Powerful Kevin Bacon was a couple of years ago in Hollywood, the 6 degrees of separation. There was a time when basically they found out that Kevin Bacon was connected to every single person in Hollywood through 6 degrees. But now LinkedIn's 3 degrees. So I have over 10,000 connections on LinkedIn, for example, in Singapore alone, which allows me to reach about 400,000 second connections and 1.4 million third connections, which leaves me to 1.8 million of the 2.3 million people in Singapore I can reach. So it's all about having good first connections. So you need to start building up your portfolio of connections now for your next job and your next job and your next job. Because the investment is not a one-off. It's very much a long-term investment. So think about how you do that. Because you also do it in different countries. So I can reach 1.9 million people in Sydney because I have the right amount of connections in Sydney. Or 1.6 million people in Melbourne, or 1.4 million people in Hong Kong, 1.7 million in Shanghai, or 800,000 in Zurich, or even 3.5 million people in London. Just by having the right kind of connections. So you need to invest in your connections. If you reached out to the NUS alumni, for example, in Singapore, you would certainly be connected to some very powerful and very interesting people who are very connected. And that would help your career. You want to personalize the invitation. So by connecting with people at NUS, for example, you can actually say, hey, we're both NUS alumni, it'd be great to connect with you. Yeah, this one here, for example, hi, met you at LaSalle. Or this one here, looking forward to meeting you at this particular event. So personalize it, personalize it, personalize it. Never just spam people on LinkedIn. I like this one here. I'm an ACCA student, build a professional network. I can say that it's privileged to be honored to be accepting, but I chose the easier way. I'm going to bribe you. If I connect with you, I'll write you a recommendation. So she basically looked at my profile and said, okay, this guy cares about recommendations, I'm going to bribe him to connect with me. So think about that. Think about looking at someone's profile and personalizing your business invitation to them. So you can always add a note. So never just send now, always add a note. Personalize it. How do you know that person? How will you know that person? What have you got in common? Personalize it. And obviously you can do that for the NUS alumni perspective. Go to the alumni, find them on LinkedIn, do a search, and then like 1,000 people will come up. And even on Sales Navigator, you can connect, and again, personalize it. Never just spam people, because that's horrible. I'd like to add you to my professional network. Never do that. Personalize it. Dear so-and-so, this is why I want to be connected to you. And then on Sales Navigator, goes the connect to the top. Even on the mobile, you can do it. So LinkedIn don't make it easy, but you can do it. So don't just press connect. Go to the 3 little buttons up there. And then it comes to personalize invite. And then it allows you to add a note. So you can personalize it. Now LinkedIn don't make it easy. Well, literally, how do you do it? A lot of people just do connect. Don't do that. That's just spamming. Personalize the 3 little buttons. And then you personalize it. And then LinkedIn actually tells you who's actually connected. And then you can thank someone for being connected and start a relationship. Start your social selling. Start your career advancement. So if you basically connect with people and then they accept, reach out and say, let's go for a cup of coffee. How can I help you? How can you help me? So don't do things like this. Don't be antisocial. Don't be selectively social either. The more the better on LinkedIn. And don't do this. My name's Chris. Not Manuel. So funnily enough, that's obviously, you just copy and pasted it from the previous one. Don't do things like that. Someone's name is very important. And don't do this. People just basically just connect. Personalize it because it stands out.